let's get to the video. This is Idiot Influencers Jidion. We are here now. Pretty excited for this, okay?
A person that just does mischief for fun is a fool, and that's how I made my bread and butter. Is I just like to do mischief for fun. You know, with this understanding, I would be a fool to go back into my old ways and keep on causing mischief, keep on pranking people, keep on ruining people's day just for my financial gain.
Oh yeah, this is when he decided he was gonna grift off the Christian community. Where is the... Come on, what is going on? All right, there we go. I need to make these smaller. Smaller. 50? No, too small. All right, there we go. Boom, let's go.
I'll be a fool to do that. And not only would I be a fool, but I would be evil. Joe, I know you're back here. You don't know Joe? Joe Mama.
Fuck his dog. All right, I don't give a shit about his dog. He dipped the debate where he was gonna get smoked by Himpleton. I don't care about that goddamn dog.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You got stolen. Where did they take him, baby? You didn't trespass him, so shut the fuck up! Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk. Yes. I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you. I can take this as far as you want. This is actually my bank account. Like, no lie. Right hand on the Bible. This is my bank account.
You invited EDP into your Discord server, which allows minors. Is that true?
There were minors in my server, yeah.
Up until recently, Jidion was heralded as one of YouTube's greatest creators, starting off as a goofy prank channel and becoming one of the platform's only good predator catchers.
Wait, how much was his bank account?
$400.
What?
$400.
Oh.
Which I don't know why you're running around saying he's a multi-millionaire with $400 in his bank account.
I don't believe that.
Please, that's what all these businessmen. I only got $400 in my checking because they put it all in their business and
yeah,
they tap into that. They always do that shit.
Has caused skepticism, making some like myself believe his motivations aren't pure in the slightest. And with the Mike Klum documentary on EDP 445 finally being released, it shows how truly irresponsible and reckless Jidion can be. But I want to dive a bit deeper into all of this to show a pattern of behavior, how cloud-hungry and demented he is, and how it negatively affects those around him. This is how Jidion ruined his reputation in only 1 month. In 2018, during the tail end of his time in—
Damn, he got fat as shit! Sorry.
God, I didn't even recognize him.
Damn, I didn't know he was a blockhead nigga back in the day. He was blocked. Look at his head, it's a square. He looks like handsome Squidward if he was black.
high school, Jidion would begin uploading content to YouTube.
Damn!
A lot of it was goofy videos he'd upload of his friends, like going around asking girls to—
Oh, he's a nigga here.
Matters. It ends with them getting kicked out of the mall for acting as a public nuisance, which he'd kick up a notch in later videos. Jidion's first hit video was a prank where he returns an empty shoebox to an employee at the Shoe Palace. The guy—
What did you do? What the hell did you do? He was eating good off that mic, clearly.
Is reasonably pissed and gets him kicked out, but Jidion returns later in a disguise.
Shirt off!
Bro, go with the got size 13 though.
Why can't I shop here? Why can't I do my business in here?
Come on, man. Try to get a shoe then, you understand that, but you know.
Bro, I asked your manager if I can get a size 13 yesterday, slapped it across the room. Like, can you go check and see if you got these, man? Come on, bro, can I please? Can you hook me up, bro? We good, bro? I just want my size 13, man. If you good, I'm good.
Like, what's the funny in this? I never was a prank watching guy. I thought they always were pretty gay and fake. So I don't understand the funny in all this. Like, I know that you like the one when the black dude pulls a BBC out or whatever and tries to have the girls not watch it or whatever. That's the one that you like. But I don't like. That's the one you like. You like those pranks.
That sounds crazy without explaining the context. You're like, you like the videos where the guy pulls his BBC out.
Yeah, and then he tries to have a conversation and act like the girl, oh my God, it's so big. That's the ones you like. You see, she's not denying it, though, because it's a fact.
No, the guy, like, I don't know if it's real. I think it's fake. The guy puts, like, a huge thing in his pants and, like, walks down the road with it and then, like, films women's reaction. It's like a clip channel on Instagram, and it's funny.
Yeah, see, she likes the BBC pranks. That's all. That's literally all he does is get up fucking hard as hell and walks around, and it's like you have to act like you don't see it. Like it's
I don't
stupid.
think it's real.
So dumb.
That wouldn't be cool, bro.
I don't care. I don't care.
BBC prank. Didn't even know that was a thing until you put me on the BBC community. That's what I mean. There's a whole BBC community.
I just don't find this shit funny because the employees are being quite reasonable here, though Jidion still received tons of public support. He even made a second video where he returned to the store to perform a diss track on them.
What?
Not a BBC community. That popped up on Instagram like 8 months ago when I was looking for Swirl World content. That's when that came up, and I sent it to you because I thought it was funny. That's
and
all.
You're still watching it. You're still watching it.
I haven't seen it since then.
BBC community. BBC content.
That's so sick.
It is. It's BBC. There's a whole community around it. It's weird.
Millions of views. All I'm saying is that if Jack Doherty was doing shit like this, people wouldn't be as receptive. I think Jidion mainly got away with it because of optics. His pranks were more goofy than others, like showing up to a Zoom call while taking a bath, disrupting college classes by cheating on tests, going bowling with a coconut, getting a haircut at an NBA game, and sleeping at a WNBA game.
Big black community. So true. MD, so true.
Marco's excited for Swirl World to return.
Yeah, I bet.
In 2021,
I bet.
Jidion would...
Oh yeah, Jay. I thought I was gonna be working later, but I changed it. You gotta get in the cord, my brother. I posted in there that I was gonna be, but I couldn't change the time because I was outside. My bad, brother.
Also begin streaming.
We just started though, like 3 minutes ago.
Maintaining a decent viewership, so much so that in January.
Oh, for the people that were just RG, just explaining the community that Biz is in the BBC community. If that's what you were talking
Say
about.
that. That's not true.
What we just broke down. You like the content when the white girls like worship BBC. You like the BBC pranks.
What
you
are talking about?
You like you see the BBC debates. You like all that. You're like in BBC world. It's whatever.
You literally have a recommended video right underneath you talking about eating miscarriages. I don't want to hear
That's
about
Destiny. Not BBC content. BBC pranks. Yeah. You fast forward not fast forward. You rewind like a couple minutes, you'll hear the explanation.
Of the next year, he started multi-streaming to Twitch, but only 2 weeks into the stint, he got into his first big controversy. It was his first ever stream, verified on the platform, and he chose to go after fellow streamer Pokimane while she was reacting to him. He basically insults her fans as simp losers, which is true.
Oh yeah, and couldn't stand on it, like oh man, I apologize to her.
He thought he took things a step too far when he encouraged viewers to brigade her.
Everybody say L plus ratio. L.
Oh nah, bro.
Ratio, bro. I want to rate, bro. Please.
Be wise with your words, my brother.
No, Jidion.
For 20 minutes to chat. You have 19 minutes and 49. Yo, chat. Guys.
No.
Follow her right now, y'all.
Even Aiden Ross, who's an absolute retard, knew this was a bad idea. Poki would quickly notice this and had to end her stream early, talking about the drama at length next day. It's reasonable for her to be mad about the hate raid. The reason why she got more hate in the situation is that she and her fans made it all about misogyny. A lot of this was over a comment Jidion made about her diehard simps, who mainly watch her so they can get a good goon session.
If you're from if you're from Pokemon's chat, and you have a penis, I'm gonna tell you this right now. She is not gonna fuck you, bro. I don't care how much you donated. I don't care how many.
I'm so sick of the internet acting like Pokemon's this dime. Keemstar was right. 2 out of 10. All right, 2 out of 10. And the people that are like obsessed, there's compilations of her just getting out of her chair, walking away. Like, oh my God, Pokemon's ass showed. What is wrong with y'all? Like, she is like one of what?
I wouldn't say 2, maybe like a 5.
She is and I could say this because she is not like, I'll back this up. I mean, she's got simps or whatever, but I will say this. She does cap her donations so they can't go past a certain amount because she is well aware that she is like tier 3 obsessive fans. And also, she's not like a sexual titty streamer girl. So like the fact that they try to do this with her, I don't know. I think it's the Asian thing. I think that's why. Like it's like she's half stepping with the Asian shit, and I feel like I don't know. The anime community likes that, I guess. I don't know. Half stepping.
I thought she was like North African.
And she's like, I thought she was She's not Asian?
I don't know, I saw a video of her one time saying she was like like somewhere in like North Africa.
Oh yeah, J May says she's North African. I thought she was Asian.
Oh, so yeah.
And she apparently fists herself, which is insane. Admission.
Hours you watch her, she's not gonna fuck you, bro. She has a man. Bro, you probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna break the fourth wall. And spoiler alert, she's getting dicked down every night by another.
I mean, he's out of line, but he's right. Jidion did get banned over this, which many actually agreed with, yet the ban was absurdly long. It was initially 2 weeks, but became 2 years. Most likely because of the power Pokimane holds on Twitch. You can commit actual crimes on livestream and get banned for like a day, yet doing a little trolling gets you a bigger punishment. This drama began the sacred war between the Poggers community and the W community on Twitch. Essentially, the Bloods and Crips feud, if they fought over the attention of teenage boys and not over drugs. Instead of getting shot up, the worst that can happen is you getting accused of rape, which happened to like half these guys. Though eventually, Poki and Jidion would call a truce, and he'd be unbanned from Twitch in 2024. But before his reinstatement, Jidion would get into drama of one of Poki's friends, Hassan Piker. Shank's nephew has long provoked drama of other creators, and in May 2022, he attempted to call out Jidion. He had made a video investigating the small town of Harrison, Arkansas, which is believed to be the most racist town in America. However, after talking with the locals and even the mayor, he found that the town's bad rep came from the fact that the leader of the KKK resides in a nearby town called Zinc. Hassan didn't care about the nuance, and used the video as evidence that Jidion is some sort of Uncle Tom type.
All the comments are eating it up. Yeah, bro, if you're a fucking racist little white zoomer and you're watching Jidion, of course you're gonna fucking love it when your favorite black comedian is, you know, feeding into your worldview that, like, you know, being racist in an Xbox lobby is just memes, and also like even the fucking clan is like just a little misguided, but overall they're not like racist. That's like,
okay, if you took this retard going to one town when the people weren't lynching him on site as like, oh, racism doesn't exist and that's what he's trying to push, you're a fucking retard.
Everyone who goes to that town to interview Tom is black. Literally everyone. The guy, the KKK affiliated guy, Tom, from that town, who they all go to interview, that's who Jidion went to interview there. Every single streamer who goes to interview him is black. Every single one.
Yeah.
I've never seen a white person ever go interview that guy. They're all black. It's been like 50 different black streamers who have gone to interview that guy.
She knows the clan member and the Ozark's name.
But you don't know what I'm talking about?
I know who it is, but if you asked me his name, I wouldn't know. Why would I know it?
Oh, I don't know. I think the videos are pretty funny.
MD, I know. This is you're seeing. This is why Swirl World's in fucking hell. Someone leaned too far to the right.
Oh, I've seen like a million streamers go there and interview him. The videos are funny. I've seen
about two. Seen two.
Oh, there's been a lot. No, there's been a lot of them who've done it.
this is the best thing, you know?
Jidion clapped back, claiming that Hassan was acting like a white savior.
And since I didn't push a narrative of, you know, black people being victims of racism and everything, and I actually showed the good of a town and stuff like that, I'm not smart enough, or I don't understand, or
it's not what he said. So now you're kind of proving his point if that's what he did say, but he didn't.
Like I completely missed the mark and stuff like that. It was crazy.
The two had more back and forths. Hassan wasn't willing to admit he's wrong like always. It got Jidion a lot of goodwill, which would continue even after he pulled a stunt at that year's TwitchCon. Despite being banned, he managed to sneak his way in, trolling that defenseless little boy, Tommy Innit.
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, mate, thank you so much.
Like, that's why I got you a fan.
Oh, well, you're too kind, my friend.
My man. I'm not gonna lie, you're a really nice guy, but I'm just hoping like it kind of resonates on some of your fans, because they're kind of mean in the line.
Oh, no, dude, I mean, my fans are wonderful. Thank you so much, Cole.
But you're a great guy.
Thank you.
You're the real MVP.
Jidion.
Who? Not all black people look the same, you know what I mean?
No.
Hey, can you do me one huge favor?
I really do kind of have to move on the line.
Tommy said to unban me, Twitch. You're wrong, Tommy.
Oh, good to meet you,
You're the man.
Tommy, being as sensitive as he is, thought this interaction constituted harassment. He thought this was going to turn into an IDubbbz Tana moment.
It really threw me off, and a lot of people in the line. It upset. I was really sad about this. I was really angry about it. I don't want anyone to feel like they're in fucking school being made.
The fuck are you talking about, bro? He said, "Can you unban me?" This is where we're at. This is harassment.
Fun of when they're lining up to meet me. It's like, I won't have it. Don't make fun of people for being passionate about shit, being happy. It's fucked.
I'm sorry, but if you're a Tommy fan, you deserve to be bullied. Your
True. True. If this lizard's got you all riled up, I feel so alone. Shut the fuck up.
favorite creator is one of the biggest pussies on the planet. This guy's head will explode if he hears the word retard too many times. Tommy ended up having to apologize to Jidion when the footage did release, and the two squashed their beef behind the scenes. Despite years of success and all the goodwill he had gained, in late 2023, Jidion made the strange decision to delete all the videos on his main channel. After having a religious awakening, Jidion thought that the type of content he made was getting in the way of his relationship with God.
I've been wrestling with my faith for the last couple years, I'm not gonna lie. I kept on putting the world's needs and wants and my own needs and wants.
Wait, so every time he's in some type of turmoil, he runs to the Lord? But he's done this before? What? This is where we're at? So I can pretty much do whatever I want. I'll just be like, oh man, I really need the Lord in my mind, my life right now. I'm gonna go to church. So
yeah, a lot of people do that. Second they go to jail, all of a sudden they found the Lord.
Jail's a little bit different than fucking a YouTube white boy says you hurt his feelings. I can understand jail, but over this? Because Tommy Innit Minecraft fans got on you? You need the Lord now?
I was gonna say, I thought Tommy Innit like mostly had like kids. Like I thought just like kids watched him.
So yeah, and Jidion too. That's clearly these people. You can't make it in YouTube without children. It's like if you don't have children fans, you're just stuck.
Above God's love and God's commandments. I didn't want to turn my life to God because I was scared. I was scared of what the world would think, oh, I'm not going to be as popular talking about God. If I follow Jesus, I'm not going to be able to do certain things in my videos. And I was being so selfish. I was more concerned with my worldly desires instead of my spiritual desires when Christ tells us to be born again.
Viewers asked why he had to delete all of his old content to do this.
Shit.
To which Jidion said that all his prank videos are sinful.
Look at that
and will go to the
angle.
devil.
So this is from CollinsDictionary.com. Prank, a noun.
The cock angle. But why
what grown man sits like that? What the hell?
Gay ones.
A mischievous trick or joke, especially one in which something is done rather than said. If you do a trick on somebody, you have to deceive them. And we all know who is the master and the king of deception. That's Satan himself. So every time that I'm doing a prank or doing a prank on a person, I am literally practicing what the master prankster himself, Satan, did.
The most egregious video of his that he cites is the Gatorade prank where he snuck into their factory, resulting in 3 employees getting fired. Though a lot of the other things he apologizes for are a bit silly, like jokes he made about gay sex or teen pregnancy, things that are considered sinful now. Jidion is going to save raw dogging until after marriage, I guess. I don't think any of this was a grift. I do believe he was being genuine at the time. He even
I don't. At all.
An entirely new channel called Jidion, where he uploads Christian content, posting over 300 videos. However, by spring 2024, it failed to take off, having low viewership. After its last upload, he immediately began privating some of his old pranks, meaning he's profiting off of content he previously said was sinful. It wasn't just some of the pranks he hated, it was all of them. I'm not gonna call him a fake Christian, but this does seem highly hypocritical. And what's worse than going to hell is
I'll do it, since Rob is a pussy and won't. Fake Christian.
hypocrisy, guys. And come on, he's still doing prank content. He just does it to people he can justify it with, mainly child predators. Starting in 2023, Jidion began a new series titled EDP Watch, where he confronts online predators by pretending to be a minor. It's obviously inspired by Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator, with him even teaming up with Skeeter Jean, who parodies Chris. Going by the nickname Skeet Hansen, he's been producing predator catching content for years, with their first thing together being their investigation into Eat That Pussy 445. Bryant Moreland is one of YouTube's most infamous pedophiles, previously exposed by YouTubers Cold Raven and Alex Rosen.
Again, so what brings you out here today? Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
I'll be going more in detail later about Jidion's investigation into EDP, as there's a lot of ethical and legal problems.
I was about to say, we were just going to blow right past that. I think we've watched everything we can about them too.
All you need to understand is that it went insanely viral, with Jidion dressing up as a cupcake in order to confront Bryant. Its success compelled Jidion to make more just like it, rebranding from a Christian content creator to YouTube's next big predator hunter. Now, unlike many others in this line of work, he is actually—
I don't understand the let's wear small clothes when we're not small fad. A lot of people do this. A lot of niggas do this. A lot of people in general do this. And when I was the tractordemic size, right, I was not strong enough mentally to wear super small clothes to accentuate the fat, to make it pop. Not one of
Jidion and Alex Rosen always wear those short shorts. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I don't understand it. And then you wear shorts where it's like riding in your ass and crotch, and you just look weird. Now your thighs are all chafed up, and like your thighs are eating your shorts. It's like T-Rex is the king of fucking, T-Rex is the battle rapper, that's why. He's like 4'9", 450 pounds. Like, that's a lot of fat to pack into this small little Harlemite. All right? And it's great. Sugar in the Tank is hilarious.
actually gotten some of these creeps arrested, which is amendable. However, there still are many criticisms of predator hunters that he'll never be able to avoid. For instance, Jidion isn't the best at working with police on these matters, which is crucial for actually getting these guys convicted. It makes him a lot less effective.
None of them do.
Than he thinks he is.
So just tell us what's going on. Okay. Levi, he admitted on camera, we have it all recorded, that he was talking to what he believed to be a 15-year-old boy on Grindr. He sent multiple pictures of his coal.
I have run into this before.
Yeah.
I will say our prosecutor will not touch this.
Okay. Oh, I love.
This is the fucking problem. This is the problem. And I don't know if anybody's seeing it now. And this is why when me and Biz had that back and forth about the cop fist bumping the guy, this is exactly what I mean. And why they turn them away is because they are not going to prosecute it when just some random nigga did all this to a random guy. They're not going to put their entire case in the hands of some fat black dude. It's never going to happen. Or some bald wannabe Chris Hansen dude. They're never going to do it.
Wait, can you give me the name of your prosecutor?
If you go to Indianapolis, you go to Google.
Can you give me the name of the prosecutor?
Search it up.
Can you at least call in and let your prosecutor
direct contact with the prosecutor?
Do you have to call a DA to get an arrest here? I don't know how Indianapolis works.
So I need probable cause that a crime has been committed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm asking, are you ever going to do this again?
I'm not doing it again, but...
Handling these cases the way he does only prolongs the investigation. This guy, Jidion caught here, didn't get charged until almost a year later, with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department stating, law enforcement agencies cannot use vigilante gathered information to make an arrest. Information must be gathered through established legal processes to ensure it is admissible in court. Evidence obtained improperly or outside these procedures can undermine or derail an investigation, potentially allowing offenders to evade accountability and placing victims at greater risk of harm.
Look. When it came to even Raven, okay, Biz can attest. Because once we got him, right, when we got him having a conversation, he's sending the fucking cock pics on the beach, right? What I did, cover your ears, Reaper, at the time, hit up bro side to see if there's anything we could do legally, because obviously he was an ex-cop. He's got people. He did everything that he could to try to figure out if this was, and since it didn't work out, that's why we exposed him. We knew for a little, like a week before, what was it? Well, how long until we went live and talked about it? Was it like 4 or 5 days?
You mean 7 did it?
Yes,
Or you talking about the first time?
No, when all three, like 7 and me, I think it was a couple of days.
Yeah, probably a couple days.
Because we were seriously trying to get him to, like, we were gonna try to see if there was anything that we could do, but there wasn't. And because of the age, it was a difficulty because of where he was at. Because he was talking to a legal in his area, so that was was difficult. Tried to get him on the child porn thing or enticing a minor or something like that, but it just fell through. So the next best thing was to burn him. All right. But I'm not running around thinking that I cleaned the fucking streets up. Like, oh man, we're good. No. Like this is, and I would never do this, what he's doing. As much as it would be funny. Oh, do you know how funny it would be of me pulling up on a pedophile thinking he's going to get to, how crazy? I get it. I understand. But it's like crossing that line. I just don't agree with it. It's like, these people are sick, right? And they need to be punished. Not like given a reason to walk away. Like, and then just keep doing it. What do you think they're gonna find God, Jidion, once your sting fails and they're never gonna do it again? No, they're just going to be more careful next time. You're doing nothing positive. There's no net positive for any of these people, any of them.
It does rely on legitimate tips from the community, which can play an important role in initiating investigations. However, vigilante actions are not a substitute for law enforcement and can ultimately do more harm than good. Jidion and his fans chose the officers for not immediately arresting the guy, as if they're not supposed to look into this guy on their own before doing so. I'm sure Jidion will use this to call me a bootlicker or something.
If you think I'm in the wrong and you're siding with them, you are the biggest bootlicker I've ever seen in my life.
But it's undeniable to me that he's incentivizing entertainment value over doing things a legal way. Like he spends much of his interaction with these officers showing them naked pictures of the predator, repeating this with various parents. In the same video, he also doxes the owner of the volleyball court, claiming the guy is not doing anything to stop this predator. That's a lie. He signified earlier that he wanted the guy fired.
First off, I do appreciate you bringing this sentence.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I understand you got a business to run and everything. I mean, I wasn't gonna even get you involved.
You have my word on this. Right?
Okay.
I'm going to handle this.
The owner just wanted them to leave because they were causing a disturbance, which is completely true. In another example, Jidion and the YouTuber Schlep were tracking a predator from the kid-friendly game Roblox. The guy is confronted at a gas station, and he's pissed. But Jidion continues pressing him until he runs to his car.
Call 911. Listen, man, I don't have to get the police involved. I'm serious. Can we just talk, man? Listen, we're not police. We're not police. Here, get in the car. Get the car ready.
What he should have done was call the police and take a photo of the guy's license plate. But instead, he continues escalating the situation into a full-blown car chase.
Yo, PB, get in the car.
We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to get in trouble. Bro, hey.
Yeah, I usually see this a lot when Chris Hansen does his. He usually jumps in the car and on hot pursuit and chases them down.
It'll be easier on you.
I love these times when it happens with Chris Hansen.
The Predator did end up going the speed limit, presumably so he doesn't run over any kids he can groom later on, though there were a million possibilities of this chase ending badly and getting people hurt. It's clear that wasn't at the back of Jidion's mind. He just wanted to shoot some entertaining footage. It's always been about making money more than anything else, and I think what really tips people off to that is this advertisement he put out for the EDP Watch website.
Wait, so we're just gonna bypass him going on a pursuit? We just don't care about that part? Got it.
In it, he promises exclusive content, and the chance to be flown out and featured in a predator catching sting. What a bargain!
Only uncut and exclusive never before seen episodes, full uncensored catwalks, audio calls, access to the exclusive Discord, and
you actually get the CP that we harbor.
Phone out and do an EDP guide with yours truly, DeMarcus Ransom. All for the low price of $4.45. So what are you waiting for? Pull a Marquis Brownie and speed on over to edbwatch.com.
Jidion is literally just doing the Danimal sweepstakes, but instead of hanging out with Zach and Cody on a cruise ship, you get to
Oh my god. Zach and Cody. I used to do my show when I was a kid. I loved it.
help this reckless asshat struggle to catch a predator. Instead of sailing the ocean blue, you'll be treated to hearing audio recordings of pedophiles.
Do you want to listen in on these disturbing one-on-one calls? We have
I used to like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It used to be my shit back in the day. I loved Zach and Cody back when I was a kid. It was a classic. That was in my Disney Channel days when I used to watch Lizzie McGuire. I think that's why I've been groomed into snow bunnies, just because of Lizzie McGuire.
These monsters.
Do you usually like rub your deep ear?
Who would pay to hear this shit? Plagued Moth? It's also scummy. It shows that Jidion really isn't taking any of this seriously. It all has the same tone as his old prank videos, just with a different coat of paint, and I'm fine with these creeps getting messed with. It's just the way Jidion goes about it is so unhinged and counterproductive. I think people only began to take Jidion seriously when he started working with Alex Rosen in October 2024. While Alex had really fucked up the
When I was a kid, when I was like a teenager, young bull, yeah, I think Lizzie McGuire, man. I had to be like, what, like 9, 10.
EDP sting 5 years ago, he's improved his tactics greatly as he now directly works with the police.
When I started doing prey catching fully in 2024, I wanted to take it more seriously. We were having issues where, you know, different DAs were dropping out cases, and I didn't want that to stand anymore. So I looked and scoured the internet, and I started watching Alex's videos. And I came to find out that he is the best out of all of us, and that still stands true today. I mean, this year alone in 2026, Alex has done over 100 prey catches, and out of those 100, he has over 70 of them arrested, which is some crazy numbers.
But
damn, you're really sucking him off, are you?
Last month, Jidion decided to cut ties with him, and the reason itself is valid. Alex had been publicly supporting the streamer Chud the Builder, who made a name for himself by instigating black people into fights so he can justify violence against them. Chud would end up almost killing a man during a confrontation, while also shooting himself in the arm and potentially hurting nearby bystanders. It was racially motivated, but Alex would not only reclaim this as self-defense, but donated $10,000 for his bond and legal fees. He thinks freeing this murderous psychopath is more important than catching pedos.
I will literally prioritize fucking this shit over even catching the pedos, because that shit just pissed me off, man.
This was Jidion's final straw, the thing that made him disavow Alex. But the reason why he's been getting hate in the situation is that, well, he's known about Alex's racism for a long-ass time. Things were always going to escalate, and it seems like Jidion was partially blind to that.
I've never ran away from the fact of the stuff that he said on, like, so like y'all say like, oh, you're totally aware of that and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, the fact that he said that he would, like, I don't care about the pedophiles raping kids. I care more about Chud the Builder coming out is fucking insane. Obviously, that's a sick take. I don't care about no man in jail. I'd rather catch the people that are, you know, doing nasty things to kids, but he has always been like the First Amendment guy, but to be, oh yeah, you know, the kids can wait. I need my man back out here. It's pretty gay.
You would have to be an idiot to think like I was right away from that fact and stuff, you know? I think it's one thing to just be saying shit online, and even the shit that he's saying is not cool at all, but supporting the shit that like...
No. He did not get him bailed out. They couldn't get him bailed. His bail was too high. It was like $1 million. And what?
I said Duel got him bailed out.
Yeah. he tried, but it was $1 million bail, and the bail bondsman only cap at 100, so he would need 10 other people to do it. But there's only so many bondsmen in that area, and like most of them weren't touching it or gonna bond them out, so they couldn't do it. Yeah, not from that though. Duel, the gambling site, FanDuel. Did you say?
Yeah, Duel, the gambling site.
Yeah.
The one
Is
Gypsy
actually out in the
Crusaders
streets
a
affecting people and hurting
dealer
people.
on.
I look at it as like it's just not cool.
His cope is that he thought Alex would eventually change, as if he hasn't been making racist.
I know he's out. Why are you saying I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying that Alex Rosen didn't do anything about that. Had nothing to do. He could not do it because of what I just said. I didn't say he wasn't in there.
And edgy tweets every day for the past half decade. Go on Alex Rosen's Twitter right now and search up the gamer word. There's hundreds of results.
And Jidion, you knew he was like this before you even met him, and you still decided to associate yourself with him. And I have to admit, I did. You know, I am the person to where I naively believe that people can be better. I'm the person who literally went to go meet up with the KKK.
Yeah, because normally you pay 10% of it, so 10% of your bail, but it didn't work. That's why.
Because I think that certain members in there can actually do better. And if you watch that video with me with Tom Bowie, you will see that I feel like I've actually made a change in that man's
He's salty because he owes me money.
mindset and that man's heart, and have actually softened him.
Alex supporting Chud the Builder is the least surprising shit in the world if you actually pay attention to him.
Not
He's even defending the
soften
guy on
Tom
the chasing
Bowie.
allegations. If I had a nickel for every time a streamer named Chud got caught chasing, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? Jidion was clearly blinded by leeching off of Alex's success, which completely screwed him over in the long term, and I don't think he did so for clout. Jidion has a pretty big audience already. He was just way too trusting of Alex and his reputation, never thinking this could all end badly.
You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster.
Oh, what took you so long, idiot?
Only a few weeks after his drama of Alex, Jidion got himself into an even bigger mess. It all began on June 22nd, with Jidion multi-streaming an event taking place in Woodhaven, Michigan. For context, Skeeter Jean has a grandmother who lives there, and she's been dealing with Skeet's verbally and financially abusive uncle, Joe. Joe had already been ordered to evacuate the house later that week, but Skeet wished for Joe to leave the property as early as possible. So he got in contact with Jidion, who saw dollar signs and wanted to turn this messy situation into content.
This was also stupid. This should show you that even in his own family, Skeeter Jean doesn't take it serious.
His plan was to become a legal resident of the property, put a speaker outside Joe's room to annoy him with TTSs, throw
This is him trying to do his little reckless Ben shit.
fart spray in there, basically create chaos. It's like your average fish tank stream,
But he's dumb.
except that Joe is an unwilling participant. The police are called as soon as Jidion's team starts setting up, having to escort Joe out of the house to stop a potential confrontation.
Boo! Bro, I've never seen this before. They're freaking giving him a ride. That's so gay.
Realizing that it would be boring to sit and wait at the house for Joe to come back, Jidion and Skeet's crew roam around town to look for him. They basically act as public nuisances, even going behind a Jimmy John's counter to look for the old man.
Where are you hiding, Joe? You know Joe?
This is what I mean. And this is y'all king, right?
We're trying to find him. He's hiding.
Just harassing people that have nothing to do with it, but because we're on live stream, do you think this girl is in any way, shape, or form want to be on live? This girl, you could tell by the look of her that she's like an icon. That's it. No face. She's probably like a Amazon joint. Or Amazon, what? She's probably like an anime joint.
You promise? You pinky promise? Yes, pinky promise.
I'd be so pissed if someone came to my work and did this. Like shoved a camera in my face like this. I'd be so mad.
I don't trust her. I'm going in the back. Can I check? I won't mess anything up. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure? I can?
Oh my, you got no choice. You got 14,000 people watching you.
I'm gonna just check.
You better say it.
Real quick, okay? Come on, Vita. Let's check back here.
Oh my God. You see how, you see this is what I
Joe, I
mean?
know you're back here. Joe.
Why would they be hiding him in the background with Jimmy John?
Joe Mama.
Another employee eventually asked them to leave, so they fuck off elsewhere.
You seen Joe? No, Joe? You seen Joe? Hello.
Yep, now we're just harassing randoms.
Have you seen Joe?
For the fun.
Joe?
She probably did get fired. Yeah, imagine that. She got fired after that too.
This really is just Jidion's old prank content, but he's using this Joe situation as moral justification for his antics. I still see no difference between this and the whole Tyrone situation that kickstarted his career, as none of these other people asked to be part of this. Jidion thinks it's okay to disrupt these businesses because he believes Joe to be a violent person, which I do believe to be true. A fan of Jidion's camping outside the house even said that Joe threw a rock at his windshield.
What's good? He threw a rock at your car? Did you tell the police? Bro.
Oh, high
police
school
report.
kids.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wait, hold up. He broke this windshield, right? Bro, Joe threw a rock and broke this windshield.
Basically, yeah, it was recorded. It was on video.
That's damage of property.
Right here.
That's the rock you threw?
Jidion does give good advice about reporting this to the police, but it's all null and void when he goes there himself. All he does is waste time, filing a missing persons report for Joe as a prank.
Only kids.
Joe here? He's not here. We just wanted to try to file a missing person report.
Guys, make sure Jidion burn those calories with all that walking. Can't have a twin out here.
We said ask him a couple questions. No, you said you wanted a missing person.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
Yeah, I closed him too, man. I would have called. Actually, you know what? I would have understood if that cop called him the N-word, to be honest. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
They also get asked to leave the local community center, continuing to wander around and asking random bystanders if they've seen
Yo, sometimes I'd be like, you know, I'd give the pass, and I wouldn't even be mad. I don't like the blatant, because I don't find it funny. You know why? I don't find it funny when even teenagers do the like, I'm gonna say something outrageous thing, and like when you're walking by and they might make a noise. I don't like the obnoxious shit. I ain't got no time for it. Maybe I'm old now. I'm an unk now. So all that obnoxious behavior shit, I don't like. So I damn sure don't like adults doing it. So in some instances, I'll be like, yeah, you know, drop that joint, man. I feel it. I'd call them too.
Joe. Some of these passerbys are children, with Jidion involving them for no reason.
Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of kids over there. We gotta save them. Joe, get back. Yo, fan out and look for him.
Jesus
No
Christ.
idea. Yo,
Probably going home for dinner. Mom called.
Yeah, check McDonald's.
To be as blunt as possible, Jidion is endangering these kids. He fully believes Joe is some sort of violent guy willing to throw projectiles, yet he wants random kids he doesn't know to look for him, which could get them in a confrontation.
That's good. That's good. I mean, this is a guy that cares so much for kids. I mean, he puts pedophiles in front of them. The pick of a litter, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. The content matters. Fuck
Being
the
a predator
kids.
hunter, you'd think getting them involved is the last thing he'd want to do. These kids do eventually find Joe at the local McDonald's, though the cops pull up on him.
What's the problem?
You see the shorts? That's what I mean. The fat is eating them.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's is not letting on the property.
Yeah, him and Alex always wear shorts like that.
Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey, do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all wanna go inside real quick? Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, you don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like you genuinely have nothing better to do. Like,
Do you have anything?
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
Alright, get off the property. You guys can be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a.
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Because you've been
Can I
catching
say
up.
something? I hate when people say that to cops. I really do. When cops get a call, they have to go respond. Even if you think it's stupid, they have to go respond to it. It's not their choice. They're
Right.
not just pulling up. You know what I mean? They get a call, they have to go. So I hate when people say that to cops. You have nothing better to do? Yeah, they probably think it's stupid too. But when they get the call, they have to go. They don't have a choice.
I remember, exactly. I could tell you perfect. I remember when Fresh first came to the crib, right? Now, obviously, we've told stories that there's only minimal black people allowed, that live by me, right? Very small amount. And Fresh first showed up, and Fresh is like a car dude, so he's got the engine, I think his new joint's got like 1,000 horsepower. They're all fucking loud. All right, they're all loud. So he pulls up, blacked out car, tinted out, crazy, super dark, and he barely skidded across grass, barely touched it. The neighbor called the police, which is very funny because the person that was in front of him parked on the side was actually in the grass, white, didn't care about him, only cared about Fresh. Cop shows up, the guy points at it, and this was like, as soon as he showed up, cops were here like 5 minutes later. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I told him, I'm like, this is like the first time I've even seen a police officer in this neighborhood. And then cop shows up and was like, yeah, just move your car, bro. I see the car is barely touching the grass. He's obviously being an asshole, but just move it. I wish I didn't even come out to this. And cool about it. He's like, I had to show up. I got to show up, even though it's stupid. Do you think I think that he was like, oh, I can't wait to come here. I get a chance to kill a black, or I can't wait to go harass this guy for being in. No, it's dumb. They ain't got no choice. They ain't got no choice. At least the cop was real about it. For real? Yeah, no, he was. He was like, yeah, this is ridiculous.
You guys need to leave.
So I told Fresh to park literally in his lawn. And I said, if he says something, shoot him. Fuck him.
Why? It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Hey, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
Now, despite Jidion, again...
Yeah, it's crazy you don't arrest the civil crime he's committing. Yeah, you fucking police officers, why don't you go and arrest him? This guy like knows nothing about the law to be anywhere near or do anything that involves it at all.
Portray these cops as corrupt.
Cops have
There's
nothing
they
to
can
do
do
with
about
that.
Joe in this situation.
At all. They can't do shit about it. Like the squatter situation is one like the most like a super headache to have to deal with. Because
Skeeter Jean's grandma is the one who has to deal with it. She's the one who has to get him evicted. The cops can't do anything about that. It's a civil issue.
Squatters, the squatter situation, they get a lot of rights, right? They get rights, 30 days. If they receive a couple letters of mail, they are technically a tenant. They get 30 days. They get to get evicted, to get served for eviction. Then they get another 60 days until they have to move or go and litigate it in court. It's a fucking headache. The cops can't just come and arrest you. Detroit, because there's
it's a random squatter. But this is a family member.
Yeah.
This is within the family. The grandma has to get him evicted.
She is like there's a situation in like Detroit where homes are so like you can buy a house for like $1, right? It's just more to it, but that's what it's like advertised it for because of how beat down and run down they are. Squatters are always moving in and out. So when they do buy to flip them, there's a whole issue that they have to go through to try to get the squatters out. And they all go through it. It's nothing a cop can do.
Isn't until later, and it's a civil matter. Jidion is technically the only one legally in the wrong here. He had already gone into that McDonald's multiple times that day.
Like this whole thing that Skeeter did for you is fucking dumb because there's nothing any of you could do.
Cause disruption.
And anything that you could do, he as a legal tenant could have gotten you in trouble for doing it.
Under the guise of finding Joe.
But because the retard, Uncle Mike or whatever, didn't understand what was going on and just left, he technically could have got you kicked out for trespassing there.
Joe.
He's hiding at the station, reporting missing.
What's good, y'all? Oh, he's not here. How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Damn.
Joe always at McDonald's troll him much luckier.
We literally just came here earlier. He's not here.
Because like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they say, and then they don't leave. And then they did come back later.
Yeah.
Bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video.
Yep.
So he came in, and I said, you can leave. He goes, no, we don't have cameras. I said, so that's fine. I said, but you still need to go.
Again, I'm sure Jidion would love to call me a bootlicker for saying all this, but I don't give a fuck. Since he can't go into the McDonald's without trespassing, he asked some of his fans to go in for him, causing further disruption.
Yo, man, I don't know why he's blocking your Mickey D's, bro. You trying to get some McDonald's? Yeah. Let's see if there's some McJoes in there. Yeah, go inside and see Joe's in there. What'd you say? He's a cock. I'm just trying to figure out, bro. He has to be in there.
The really fucked up part is when he gets these 2 younger guys involved, he asks both of them to confront Joe inside the restaurant, hooking up camera equipment to them.
He's in there? Really? Bro! Yo, do me a favor. Here. Fuck, I don't want to give them the... Should we give them the camera? He's just sitting in there? Here. Did he bang you? Yeah. Here.
This was so stupid. Like, what? How far did you think you were going to go?
Yeah, do this. Do me a favor. Okay, here. Be very careful. Just wear this.
Which way?
Just on your back. Where does the backpack? You didn't trespass him, so shut the fuck up!
What's going on?
Here.
Am I going to record?
Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
Jidion has the goal to push the blame on the police, as if he isn't the reason why the
True
situation has
square,
escalated.
what up?
This is the same guy who, earlier, went to the police station to pull a prank on them. He's just mad to be perceived in the wrong. Ironically, he's made Joe the victim here, which would have been avoidable if he just stayed in the house. By the time the police do arrest Jidion, it's like a sigh of relief.
Definitely
He was
wrong
practically
out.
begging for it all day.
Speaking of which, did someone... Wait. Something happened? Tails got flagged or something? I saw some Divine say something about it. Or someone said something like... He put out a video or something. They said he got flagged or something. I didn't even know he was back to flag him. I don't know who that is. Apparently you did. I didn't look into it or watch it to find out what he was talking about, obviously, but who's striking tails now? He barely even live. What was the point?
Though I don't think these 3 young fans of his should have been arrested alongside him. If you watch the original stream now, this part is mostly muted. I thought Jidion or his team used YouTube's editor to go back and remove the audio, though Jidion clarified that this was a tech malfunction. Though luckily, we have the police body cams thanks to the channel Code Blue Cam, so I highly recommend you check them out. Jidion did later react to his own arrest, but like the coward he is, he removed this video only a few hours after uploading, either because of his cowardice, or because his legal counsel told him it would fuck up his case.
My legal counsel has advised me not to react to this video, but I just can't help myself. I genuinely gotta react to it. You guys know I've been begging for a body cam channel to make a video about me for a fat minute now. But sadly, the video isn't about one of my paracatches. It's not about a guy that we got locked up. It is about me being arrested.
The footage shows him being arrested for breach of peace, stalking, and trespassing. Though instead of using his 5th Amendment right to shut the fuck up, he continues blabbing about free speech. It's super cringe, especially when he brags about his status as a multi-millionaire. All humble people do that. Jidion just has to mention his
small loan of $1 million.
Where are you arrested? You're yelling disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Right.
On the sidewalk. Yep.
Not fat. Never heard of a fat minute before.
I mean to know about officer. How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think this is gonna stick? Do you guys really think this is gonna stick? Do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
Though following the multi-millionaire line becoming a meme, Jidion got so butthurt about it that he completely changed the story. He shows an alleged screenshot of his bank account, stating that he's now broke. I guess that means you have to pity this poor little man-child for getting himself into this mess.
I did not know that paying for 4 people's legal fees would result into something like this, but this is...
Oh, I'm sorry, I lied to you. It was negative $403. I didn't even know you can go that far in overdraft. I'm mistaken. I lied and said he had 400. It was negative.
Actually my bank account. Like, no lie, right hand on the Bible, this is my bank account. So now you guys know why I have to react to this video of me getting arrested. I have to do this. You know what I mean? I know my lawyers are saying, hey, you shouldn't, but I got bills to pay. So I know I said I'm a multimillionaire in the body cam video. Okay, I'm not. Okay, so can you guys just stop spamming it in my comment section? Because every time I see you guys spam that, it just reminds me what I'm not anymore.
I hope Jidion will enjoy the $20 he made off this video before he took it down.
I'm sure that case didn't cost you a multi-million dollars. I'm sure it didn't. Almost can guarantee. For sure. What are you? Who are you trying to fool here? Ridiculous. Biz, are you alive?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just reading
Jesus
something.
Christ.
Bad for Jidion, but we haven't even...
What were you reading?
Nothing.
I was just reading something. What were you reading? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, got it.
Haven't gotten to the worst
Nothing
part yet.
important.
When he's placed in handcuffs and put into the police car, he begins melting down and having a full-blown temper tantrum. He's having a Karen-level freakout, claiming he can't fit inside.
Sit. Do you really want to abuse me, officer? Get your foot in.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
No, then you're going to sneak.
Officer, I won't run. I'm not going to do anything. Can you just take off?
Go that way.
Can you put them in the front of me?
Too
I
fast.
can't scoop. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoop.
I've had bigger people in the car.
Officer, you're actually hurting me. Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoop.
Officer, I can't move.
Go.
I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be here. I'm not resistant, officer. I promise
Let's
you.
go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my handcuffs in the front?
No.
It'll make it so much easier.
He has the same tone as a child refusing to eat his veggies. It's also embarrassing. By the way,
God.
I'm not insisting that Jidion is 100% legally in the wrong here, but his actions make me unsympathetic to him, especially since he pretty
You're
much got
actually
these fans of
hurting
his
me.
arrested for no reason. To clarify, they're all over the age of 18, but Jidion didn't know that. In his mind, these were kids that he royally fucked over.
This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed. Ma'am, they are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's.
Strangely, after Code Blue Cam uploaded this footage, they started getting bizarre emails claiming to be from YouTube's legal representatives. It's clearly faked by Jidion's young fans since they contain a lot of typos. Jidion doesn't seem to give a fuck about this, though to be fair, he's been busy. His pretrial is set for July 13th, with him streaming his arrangements on June 23rd. He chose to make this a public spectacle, even organizing his fans for a protest outside the Woodhaven
I didn't even know this
Community
happened.
Center. After his $10,000 bond was paid, Jidion would join them outside.
There's a tight shirt again. Freeze like 3D.
Continuing
Wait, they
his
say
antics for
$10,000 bond?
Haven Community Center. After his $10,000 bond was paid, Jidion would join them
Jesus
outside, continuing his
Christ.
antics for a 9-hour-long stream. By then, some of the public had turned on him,
big
and his haters
bond
were
for
jumping on the
that.
bandwagon to secure a W. Alex Rosen had called him out on his hypocrisy, since Jidion was wasting his time in Missouri, trolling Skeet's uncle instead of catching predators. Even worse than that, Chibi Reviews stepped in. If you don't know,
Yay, Chibi.
This guy is a lolicon supporter whose fiance left him for his best friend. I've called out Jidion for some
Oh my god. I think what was funny is even in this with the whole minors thing, Chibi stepped on and tried to do his little victory lap when Jidion got it. It was he jumped in, ready to ride and shit on Jidion, which is very funny.
Despicable things in this video, but giving Chibi a win is the most egregious of them all. Jidion would return home on the 24th,
True.
still deciding to talk about the drama publicly. Even worse than that, he proceeds to do an entire 6-hour stream going through it. And spoiler alert, it didn't go well for him. It starts with him summarizing what's happened thus far, and he gets quickly mad with his audience for spamming the multimillionaire meme in his chat. Instead of ignoring it or banning a few people quietly, he makes a big fuss about it.
Yo, chat, bro. Mods, Vivian, okay, Wardell. If it continues after the stream, if I beat the multi-millionaire allegations, I want everybody in here to get banned. If you are spamming multi-millionaire, you need to be banned. I am tired of it. It is not funny. It is not.
So you say something, screaming at the police, and now you're mad at other people for repeating what you screamed in front of the police.
Not a joke. So
very confused
after the
at
stream,
this.
we'll have a meeting. We'll have a team meeting. We'll go over everything.
We'll
Because
have a
this is
team meeting because my chat is repeating something that I said.
He then pulls up a video made by the YouTuber Bloodspeth, a creator
He's embarrassed. Oh,
he's already familiar with. Bloodspeth is a lolcow A-log channel known for covering weirdos like Nova Online, Will Kelly, and Tyler Catastrophe. Personally, I don't really like this sort of content, but this Jidion video really caught people's attention. It's a pretty decent summary of the drama, making it pretty digestible for a wider audience. Jidion did not like it at all, immediately smearing Bloodspeth as a lazy slop channel. I'm not exactly disagreeing with that, but it's a retarded way to dismiss valid criticism. He also does this by calling Bloodspeth a bootlicker for the police.
However, there was thankfully law enforcement present to make sure that those exact scenarios don't unfold.
Fucking bootlicker. Oh my gosh, bro. Tell me what Officer Bitchel's size 6.5 boot tastes like.
So agreeing with the police that acted correct and you acting like a deranged ape, I'm wrong for siding with the police. I'm just something ain't computing here. So I should be with you who sent a bunch of kids to a guy that you think is bad, then got kids arrested, young teenagers arrested because you thought it was funny for content, but I'm supposed to side with you. The wild. I'm just kidding.
Please, Bloodspeth, tell me every crevice of that leather boot. Tell me how delicious it is. Oh, please tell me how delicious it is. So Bloodspeth is happy that his taxpayer dollars are going to prosecute us.
I mean, I am. Specifically you,
My taxpayer dollars don't go there.
Jidion, you've been acting like a douche this entire drama. He's just begging to be humbled in prison by sharing a cell with Professor Dreadlocks. And I'll reiterate again, I don't think these fans should have been arrested for disturbing the peace. Though it's stupid for Jidion to claim he was the only one trespassing McDonald's and not his fans.
You. So they said these people?
Him, yes.
Bloodspeth, I don't know if you realize this, but a cop can't just trespass anybody he wants. The establishment itself has to trespass people specifically. So
who the fuck told you that? Wait, what? Oh, wait, okay, so according to Jidion, if you go to a place that's after dark, right? And since no one's there, the establishment is closed, you could just post up, crip walk all over it, even in the cops, like, you can't do anything till this place opens up at 8. What the fuck you mean? What? Don't listen to him.
I have no doubt that I was probably trespassed. But the establishment has to trespass the other people, not the officer on their behalf.
I looked this up myself, and you can actually be charged with trespassing if you're going in on a trespasser's behalf. It's illegal to act as a proxy in the situation in the state of Michigan. I'll just assume Jidion doesn't know this, but for me, I found all this out through a simple Google search.
It's Google searches, dude. It's Google searches. It's Google searches. How hard is a Google search?
He was.
Oh yeah, that was a funny freak out where he had to apologize and oh my god, I'm sorry, because he didn't do his research either.
Google search.
It's Google searches, dude. It's Google searches. It's Google searches. How hard is a Google search?
He was trying to find a loophole for trespassing, yet he's delusional enough to think this is a civil rights violation.
Damn, I can't believe I used to be a Papa Gut fan. A fan of, not a fan. I just liked watching him. Damn, what happened to that boy?
He got boring after Daniel Larson. That was like his peak content. That's the only time I watched him.
Damn.
to cope with his embarrassing multimillionaire line, wanting to pull a Keffels by
Used to be saying, I liked a lot of his, I liked the Daniel Larson, but I also liked him covering, frenemies shit.
the police.
I was letting him know that this shit's not gonna slide. I was letting him know that I am gonna fight for my motherfucking rights.
Bro, it's not that big a deal. He's legit just crashing out instead of shutting his gob. I think it's also likely that Jidion is acting aloof on purpose to dismiss some of the points made by Bloodspath. Like when he brings up Jidion endangering kids, he passes it off as a simple what if, not taking it very seriously.
Why would any manager in their right mind allow a large group to confront a dangerous criminal on their property? We've established that he's unstable and violent. A bunch of confrontational men with cameras cornering him is the worst possible decision they could make. What if a fight broke out? What if someone got hurt? These are real things.
Well, didn't happen. What if? What if you deleted your channel? What if you actually researched the video? We could do what ifs all day, but those what ifs didn't happen.
This to me shows how reckless this guy is. He doesn't care about the potential harm he could cause. It only matters if it actually happens. Probably the best read we can get of Jidion's mentality. This video bruised his ego so much that he immediately got Bloodspath into the call so they could debate it out. Bloodspath isn't the best at debating, but I don't blame him.
Yeah, this was shit. And I'm gonna tell you this. Stop getting in debates if you can't fucking do it. I want to hear this. Yeah, it's my first time. Fuck off. I'm so sick and tired of you all squandering the opportunity, especially when it's with people as shitty as fucking Jidion.
Since he's like 18 and inexperienced.
Oh, see what I fucking mean? I'm so sick and tired of this.
Jidion, on the other hand, confronts people for a living, so seeing him flounder this debate makes things extra embarrassing for him. He constantly interrupts the guy.
No, I'm not empathizing. Don't fucking do it. All right, just leave it alone then. If you can't do it. Because I don't want to hear no coping. Oh, well, you know, it was my first time. Well, you know, no, don't fucking do it. Just shut your fucking mouth about shit if you can't speak.
As they talk, not allowing him to elaborate on his points. So
all right, I'm jealous, all right? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not that serious, blood. I'm just kidding around.
Something all confident debaters do.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You were traveling with a large group of people. You were trespassed earlier for causing a disturbance, a nuisance.
Did I go back on the property?
I didn't say you did.
No, I'm just, okay. So I was trespassed and I stayed off the property.
That's right.
Were these 3 individuals trespassed?
Don't know.
Okay,
Again, there was
let me answer it for you. They weren't.
In there. I understand that's your opinion, but
okay, but you were trespassed, and the problem is they don't want you harassing the guy that's in there. So then you send 3 other people in there to harass the guy that they're there to stop the harassment. That and the establishment didn't want you in. So what the fuck did you think was going to happen if you sent 3 kids in there? That they see you camming up to go harass the guy while they're there in the first place. What did you think was going to happen? Let's see how blood does.
Back to what I was saying.
My opinion, okay. So what is your facts then?
If you wouldn't mind, I would really like to finish.
Yeah.
Bloodspath is trying to explain why he thinks Jidion's behavior with Joe constitutes stalking, and he continues to speak over him like a jackass.
You made the claims that I was wasting police resources. So let me ask you this. How am I wasting police resources when they're the ones going out of their way to pursue these charges?
They have to respond to every call they get, regardless if it's big, small, medium, tall, stupid, not stupid, serious, not serious, non-threatening, life-threatening. They have to respond.
Because you were there. You were stalking him. If you would stay in the house,
hold on.
would you have gotten arrested for all this?
The cops were at the house when they saw Jidion and the uncle getting into it. And the uncle was clearly like violently angry at them. So the cops know that Jidion's going around town looking for this man. So yes, of course that's why they had to trespass him, because they know with how riled up and angry and violent the uncle was getting at the house, they know that if they confront each other, it might get violent. So they have to stop a situation before it begins, which is why they trespassed him.
So I don't have the constitutional right to stand outside of McDonald's?
That's not all you did.
Not if you trespassed. You can stand outside on the sidewalk.
Causing a nuisance. You were telling people to go inside and check if the dude you were charged for stalking was there.
Is that a crime?
And after it was confirmed.
Stalking?
No, I'm asking you, like, genuinely, is that a crime?
Again, I will get to that, but I really would just love to finish my point.
Oh my God, I'd be fucking shut the fuck up, you dumb ape, and let me finish what I have to say.
He does this because his ultimate goal is to get Bloodspeth in some sort of gotcha moment. He wants to discredit the guy, but Bloodspeth is totally willing to own up to the few inaccuracies present in his video. It honestly...
Yeah, I'd call him an ape, yeah. Since he's acting like a fucking ape, I'd definitely call him an ape. Listen, you dumb ape. And he'd be like, oh, don't call me that. And I'd be like, well, would you rather me call you the N-word? Because I could do that too. You pick which one's better.
Only puts Jidion in a deeper hole, as he keeps asking some of the most bad faith questions possible. 3 hours in, Bloodspeth is trying to put
That is a sick-ass painting in the background. Holy shit, I didn't even notice it until right now. Holy shit. What is that? That ain't Jidion, is it? That's a fucking nose on that black man. Holy shit. Damn. I'm sorry. I didn't notice it.
You say, what is that? Like, you don't even know if it's a person.
It doesn't look like it. That looks like the part in Get Out when she sinks him into the chair for the first time when his eyes are like that. If Jidion was like that, nose all popped out like that.
In a deeper hole. As
breathing all the white man's air. True.
He keeps asking some of the most bad faith questions possible. 3 hours in, Bloodspeth is trying to explain to him why those fans were arrested, and Jidion tries to trap him by insisting he never wanted them to film Joe.
They got arrested because you told them to go inside with the expensive camera equipment while you were streaming. They wouldn't have done that if you hadn't told them to.
So is it a crime to go inside of places with a camera?
To harass a fucking guy that they already came to stop you from? Yes, it's very fucking illegal. Yes. Yes. They can't just allow up. Well, hey, we trespassed the black man. Let the kids go. They caught us. Of course. Not. What is wrong with you?
That's leaving out quite a bit of context in the situation. It's not just going inside a
You're being too fucking nice, Beth. You're being too nice.
place.
No, it's a genuine question. Is it a crime to go inside of a place with a
Shut the fuck up, you monkey.
Well, that doesn't pertain to this situation.
Did I ever tell? Did I actually? I want to ask you this. Did I ever tell them to record Joe?
What?
You gave them the camera. You after they told.
What did you want them to do with the camera and the battery pack? What did you want them to do? Film themselves in the bathroom, jacking off? What did you want them to do? Hey, you guys aren't trespassed. Here's the camera. Should we give him the camera and the battery? Yeah, all right, here, take this. Oh, is Joe in there? Yeah, Joe's in there. Yeah, I saw him, Jidion. Joe's in there. Oh, you want to do something for me? Here's a camera and a battery pack for the camera and the live. Would you like to go and film it? Did I actually give him the camera to go film him? What the fuck did you give him it to?
Told you Joe was in there. You then gave them the equipment.
Did I ever tell them to record Joe?
I mean, I'd have to go back, but...
It's a reasonable expectation if you packed them up and gave him a camera and said, yes, Joe's in there, here, film him.
Did I ever? I just realized something. Chat, did I ever tell them to record Joe?
Again, he's acting aloof. While Jidion never gave explicit
He's acting like a fucking disorderly...
directions for them to film Joe, he gave them his expensive camera equipment after telling them to go into the McDonald's. What is the obvious implication there? Did Jidion just want them to walk in without pressing record? Shit like this just makes me hate this guy. He also refused
to say the N-word, Rob. Let it rip.
Apologize for endangering those kids, implying he didn't think they'd confront Joe.
No, see?
Do what?
Tell those kids to look for him twice.
Oh, because they had bikes and they could tell me if they saw him, and then if he wasn't there, like just walk somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay, you want to answer the fucking question? Why?
You think that was an okay thing to do?
No.
Oh,
Blood. Listen.
Fully apologize for endangering those kids, implying he didn't think they'd confront Joe.
Why'd you do it?
Do what?
Tell those kids to look for him twice.
Oh, because they had bikes and they could tell me if they saw him, and then if he wasn't
For what
there,
reason?
like,
Why is my answer? That's why my question was why. Not tell me, oh, they have bikes, so you could tell. Why did you let them do it? They have bikes. That's not a good fucking answer.
Okay. Do you think that was an okay thing to do?
Stupid fucking question.
Looking back on it, I definitely wouldn't have asked them again. But I mean, I think the kids did a great job. You know, I think they got the context what I was asking, and they just rolled around the building. You know?
I'm being extra because I don't like when people squander the opportunity to cook. Okay, I don't like it. I like when these people burn them to the ground, especially when they do fucked up things. They deserve to get burned to the ground.
No, you made it sound like I told them to go inside and confront him, when that was never the case. And I'm happy they did that.
I did not make it sound like they would confront him, but definitely they could have gone inside.
They didn't. They did exactly
checking
what I knew
McDonald's. But you can't just say that you knew after everything happened that you knew things would go a certain way when you put those kids at risk.
Again, Jidion never explicitly said he wanted those kids to confront the rock-throwing codger, but he implied it. He wanted these kids to go out of their way to...
fuck was that? What the hell is that? What was that thing that just like was mad?
Rock throwing codger, but he implied it. He wanted the.
What is that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen it before on Twitter. It's like this viral video of like this. It's a guy. I don't know if he's handicapped or what. It's a man.
He looks like that wild raccoon running around Seattle.
Yeah, and he's like yelling at some guys outside a building. I've seen it on Twitter.
Looks like
that. But he implied it. He wanted these kids to go out of their way to find him, and his refusal to fully own up to his actions shows how detached from reality he really is. Despite Blood's best performance, Jidion looks terrible here. Even his fans in chat were turning on him. He saw the writing on the wall and immediately took it down, though luckily it was archived for our viewing pleasure. But strangely afterwards, Bloodspeth became the recipient of mass flagging, resulting in his Twitter accounts getting banned, and an unrelated YouTube video being taken down. Jidion's fans would go on to brag about it, though unlike with the Chibi Reviews case, I don't think Jidion himself was organizing this. I just think his fans are highly motivated to take his enemies down, assuming that anyone opposing him must be some sort of predator themselves in a Mama Max kind of way. Yet instead of doing this to find a black werewolf vampire, it's so that Jidion can continue harassing Jimmy John's employees. Luckily, Blood's best video that got removed was put back up.
Still don't know if that guy did anything wrong.
The Woodhaven police have also faced harassment, receiving fictitious calls reporting fake homicides, with things getting so bad that they had to deactivate their Facebook page.
While Jidion was in jail, Hits and Skeeter's fans made hundreds of calls to the Woodhaven Police Department and Downriver Dispatch. Some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide, while others flooded the Woodhaven Police Department's Facebook page with messages.
Jidion failed to respond to that for weeks, up until July 6, when he finally issued the closest thing to a proper statement. The video is titled, "I Quit," and right off the bat, it's clickbait. He's not ending his YouTube channel. He just announces that he's done streaming because he thinks it makes him a worse person. I disagree. I think streaming just shows how Jidion truly acts, without having the ability to edit out embarrassing or damaging moments.
You see somebody in the chat.
Cal, you don't have faith in your boy? I'd fry him. I'd fry that black.
Say boring or L stream or something like that, and then it flips a switch in you where you want to be more entertaining and you want to, you know, pump up the levels and everything, and you want to entertain. And I think the reason why I gravitated so much to streaming is because I think I'm just like an instant gratification person, and there is no better instant gratification than you streaming.
He does tell his fans to not harass the police department, but by this time it's too little, too late.
If you guys are still calling them or causing them any ruckus or anything, please stop. Do not do that on my behalf. Just do not do that at all, man. You know, they're actually out there protecting the service.
Oh, the dopamine rush I get when people type in my chat. I'm pretty much launching all over the place every time I see words.
The fuck is wrong with you?
And it's a quiet neighborhood, you know what I mean? And I made it not quiet, I'll be honest.
I can barely consider this an apology video, though the sign of a bad one is the creator will pretend to not apologize for anything.
Right.
They'll try their best to defend their actions while not properly explaining what they did wrong.
I'm not on here, you know, apologizing or anything, because I don't owe you guys an apology, you know what I mean? Like,
true.
I didn't affect any of y'all. But I do want to say that I see where I was wrong 1000%.
Jidion barely gives any context to the situation until the very end, where he tells his audience to watch the footage by Code Blue Cam. He doesn't link to them in the description, so why even bother mentioning them? This allows him to not mention what he did criminally wrong, though I don't blame him for avoiding that, since it could screw him over in court. The better option would be to not put himself in the situation where he has to address it, but he did anyways because Moist Critical and his retarded cousin talked about it on stream. So instead, he downplays what he did as simply pestering a small town with some of his fans.
You know what? Genuinely, to the Woodhaven Police Department, I see where you guys are coming from, you know? Like, bro, you're a small town, and you got this YouTuber having fans coming all over the place and stuff like that, you know?
How do your fans do what? Instead of admitting to what crimes he was faced with, Jidion makes it out like Officer Mitchell only arrested him for being a big meanie.
To Officer Mitchell, you know, I called you out of your name multiple times. You feel me? Like, if I was a cop, I would arrest somebody too if I was getting called out of my name.
The fuck was that little gay little laugh? What was that?
You know, I called you out of your name multiple times. You feel me? Like, if I was a cop.
Someone stepped on a dog's tail. Gay.
To Officer Mitchell, you know, I called you out of your name multiple times. You feel me? Like, if I was a cop, I would arrest somebody too if I was getting called out of my name like that. So,
and to top it off, Jidion describes his reckless actions as having a
sugar
moment.
in the tank.
I don't know, man. It's like I got a temper on me. I really do. And people that watch my streams, you guys see it all the time where it's like
pretty much the Hulk.
I get triggered, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, the officers were just doing their jobs and I was just getting triggered and I was acting like a Karen. You know, I had a Karen moment. I feel like we're all due for a Karen moment, but you know, mine was on camera. And luckily, you know, I feel like we all go through moments like this in life. Not like mine, but we all go through moments like this in life where we're not our best self.
This wasn't simply a Karen moment. He was endangering his child fans and using others to trespass. But instead of apologizing for any of that, he chooses to say sorry about the slop content he's feeding into the mouths of his young fans.
I guess, you know what? I do want to say one thing. I do want to apologize for one thing, and that is I apologize for the distractions. I apologize for the slop content, and I apologize for pretty much forgetting about the mission. You know what I mean? This mission is so much more important than that slop content that I was posting.
The slop content in question being pranks, the thing he said he'd stop making 3 years ago. He now realizes how much of a hypocrite he was being, and to get ahead of that, he once again iterates that he's done with the shenanigans.
With my values as a Christian, I haven't been moving like that, man. And I've been falling.
My God. I'm so sick of you people with this fucking Bible. Oh, God almighty.
Back to my old self. And I've seen some of you guys in the comment section like calling it out, like, Jidion, you're
I'm
going back
so
to your old
sick
self, you
of
know
it.
what I mean? Da-da-da, like dibbling, dabbling in pranks and stuff like that. And
That
even
painting,
though,
like
Joe wasn't doing
leering
it,
over him, is freaking me out.
It is kind of looking over at you. It's got one eyeball on you. Put
like,
one
my
ball
squad at
on
his
you.
mom's house and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, who am I to just, you know, troll and stuff? I have so many other better things I should be doing. Like that time and money I
So
spent
many
getting that
other
stream set
better?
up could have been
Yeah.
for a bunch of catches. You know what I mean? Getting bad people off the streets.
What I don't think Jidion realizes is that actions speak louder than words.
I got a lot
People
of
aren't just gonna believe
I got
you
a lot of minors I gotta endanger, you know what I
if you say
mean?
something over and over again. You have to show that you've changed. But I think he won't ever because he's become a grifter. Jidion will always find ways to make prank content with a different coat of paint. And after seeing how popular Skeet's content was involving his uncle, he just had to join in and make some money. I don't doubt that Jidion will do something like this again, but I don't think using his religion as a shield will work. It's not working this time, so instead he's using his predator catching content as a shield, insisting you'll stick to the mission of catching pedos.
We're on to better things. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm on to better things. I'm on to just doing pretty much the status quo, the usual, catching preds and posting it and then dipping off.
And again, while Jidion has gotten some creeps arrested, is he really the man for the job? Because in the same video, he admits to having a fragile ego, being afraid to even read his own comment section. Apparently this guy is okay confronting dangerous creeps, but not YouTube comments from Mr. Dickbutt427.
I have a fragile ego, bro. I have a fragile.
Yeah, Mr. Dickbutt be having facts though. If you ever seen Mr. Dickbutt's comments, he be putting in work.
Ego where like I let comments and things people say affect me. Like when I post this video, I'm not gonna read comments or anything. This isn't for any damage control stuff. So you guys can say whatever you want in the comments. I'm not gonna read it because I'm gonna be real. I can't handle it. But you know what I can handle? I can handle these preds and I can handle making a difference in society. And that's what I'm gonna keep on doing.
And of course, Jidion is being roasted alive in these comments, which I'm sure he's reading despite insisting.
I mean, I'm not mad at that because you know sometimes you know I just I don't pay attention to it, don't like to know, but it's got to be like serious shit that I just be like, don't tell me anything about. Most people can follow it. Some people, maybe on this call, have a very difficulty listening to that, but for the most part, you know what I mean? So I get that not wanting to read it. I never really had, like, I don't really care about the comments too much. I think it was because of, like, the battle rap. Like, I'm, like, so used to getting shitted on, so it's, like, whatever at this point. Maybe I was groomed by the battle rap community because everyone hates on everything you do. So that doesn't really bother me too much. Like oh, you're stupid, you're dumb, black, you don't know shit. Who are these people? No one watches you. You're the worst. Have you tried, like, swallow bleach and da-da-da-da. That type of shit never really bothered me, but it's more of like real life shit that like I don't want to see it.
Otherwise, making jokes about his status as a multimillionaire and overuse of the word genuinely.
Genuinely gonna be genuinely.
You still reading over there or what?
I'm watching.
Make sure.
Genuinely, like.
Now, while this controversy has
Groom
negatively affected his
gang.
reputation, it's not even the most damning thing against him.
I'm an Epstein victim.
In fact, it's not even what made me want to make this video in the first place. While this Joe situation was going on, I had just left for VidCon, and while there, me and a few other YouTubers got to watch an early screening of Mike Klum's new documentary.
I bet you it was Nick. Because as soon as Nick came back, he was talking, or when it came out, oh, I saw this. So I bet you he was with Nick.
The Sick Mind of EDP445. It just came out last weekend, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. I think the best way to describe this video is EDP's curtain call. His last stand, where he basically admits to all the heinous shit he's done. Not because he's about to end his life or anything, but because this dude is days away from dying of stage 5 kidney failure. Like if this dude skips one of his bi-weekly dialysis appointments.
Thought it only went to 4. Stage 4 renal failure.
You're
5,
looking
he's
up how much
right.
time he has left?
Shit. I thought it was stage 4 was like
he's
the
done for.
end of the
What really
game,
stood
but
out
I
to
guess
me in
he's
this
right.
documentary is the
Stage
section
5.
covering Jidion's EDP sting. I feel like most people don't know much about it, besides these photos of Jidion confronting EDP in a cupcake costume. But the whole story is way more
You
disturbing than
learn
you
something
realize.
new every
It all started
day.
in June 2023 when Jidion was trying to set up an interview with
5 is
him
basically
and the
just
Cupcake
getting
Muncher, inviting
5 is just like, you might as well just kill yourself at this
him into
point.
his public Discord server so fans could ask questions. This is retarded for multiple reasons. For one, what is there for these guys to even ask
What
EDP?
in
Oh hey, what flavor was the
hell?
cupcake, bro? How pathetic is your life now, fatty? He was never going to get an interesting perspective on the guy. This was clearly for content. Jidion was hyping the shit out of this, but he ended up disappointing his fans since EDP declined the offer. He wanted $200 before he started talking, something Jidion wasn't willing to do. But this wasn't the end of it, as EDP lingered in the server for 7 hours. A server filled with 130,000 people, many of whom are minors. This is not something hard to prove. Whenever Jidion is a call-in segment, half the voices sound prepubescent. When Bloodspeth brought this up during their debate, Jidion didn't deny it.
She said that you invited EDP into your Discord server, which allows minors. Is that true?
I invited him to my Discord server because I had a stage, and on that stage, I was going to be talking to him, and then at the end, we were going to set up a Q&A.
So you did invite him into a Discord server with minors?
There were minors in my server, yeah.
Now, he did apologize for this in the same call, but he uses his age at the time as an excuse, which sounds really shitty to me.
Now, one thing I do want to say is definitely looking back at it, like, oh yeah, I should just did a private Discord call with EDP. But hey, that was 22-year-old me, and I wanted to get the community involved because I...
Wait, did you, oh, you know what? Maybe Jidion didn't know about pedophilia when he was 22. Maybe he didn't know anything about that. I sure at 22 didn't even know what a pedophile was, for sure. I didn't learn about a pedophile until I was at least 23. Now it was just like, oh, that's what a pedophile does.
I was a fan of Brian, and I knew a lot of other people were fans of him too. So I wanted to get
Like,
it set up
why
where
are we
they
like
could ask him
excusing the age? And just like the just like the 19, 20-year-old fucking inside. Oh no, you know, I was young at the time, so I was like 19 years old. So you didn't know to sneak a child in was like bad, to let the pedophile hunt the minors? You didn't think that was wrong? I don't know. At 19, I felt like I wasn't. I mean, I was raising a kid at 19. I guess I was just as dumb as the rest. If that's just an excuse, I don't know. I mean, you're a little different. You were. But I was.
But then I realized when he was trying to get paid for this,
Nothing.
I didn't want to pay him.
Dude, it's 3 years too late. You let a known pedophile into your Discord server, allowing him to run wild in there like his fat ass in a buffet. He was potentially putting these kids in danger. Actually, scratch that. He did put someone in danger. And this is where we get to Kayla Hoskins. Kayla was 15 at the time, and a member of Jidion's Discord. She's an aspiring model and musician who previously had a sizable Instagram following, and EDP managed to find this account through her Discord. He initiated contact 2 days after he was let in.
Liked every one of my posts of EDP. Shout out to Kayla.
With her engaging in conversation due to her lack of knowledge on the 2021 sting operation, though she soon learned how deranged and perverted EDP truly is. As he'd quickly start engaging in sexual conversations and sent various explicit photos, she only continued because he threatened self-harm, and also made threats against her if she blocked him.
Because he sent me videos saying that he was gonna shoot me and kill me if I ever said anything.
See, Taylor, don't mean to scare you, but now I have to fucking shoot.
Yeah, and then after hearing that, Skeeter Jean and Jidion just say, well, you know, a lot of it's got to be. It seemed like every man, pedophile or non-pedophile, all blame the child. And just like the child has to take some onus in all of this.
Your ass.
It's insane.
Injure you and possibly put you in the fucking hospital. It's not worse. Not only that, I have to kill everybody.
It was uncomfortable. Like there was days where I didn't even want to leave my bed.
And according to her, this was happening to other victims as well.
I mean, regardless of the situation, Kayla, I don't give a fuck. Like, she's like, oh, I'm going to ruin your life. Well, if you think that you can ruin that bitch, and
whoa. I don't know what the fuck that was up there, but Rob, you didn't do a good job editing it. What the fuck was that? Hold on. Did you see the screen?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Stated that she had already been messaging EDP before I had even ever added him in my own Discord.
My name is Kayla Hoskins, and in June 2023, I received an Instagram DM from EDP445, otherwise known as Bryant. I first replied to EDP because I always reply to anyone who messages me, and I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, bro, I don't have pull like Rob over here.
But I freaked out because he told me
You're gonna get me smoked out of here. And I don't even know what picture that is, because if he blurred the face, now I don't know what. Oh man, what did you just do? What? Now I'm worried.
Sooner rather than later, he started sending very flirtatious messages. A while later, Jidion added EDP into his Discord, filled with kids, for a Q&A. And then when I told people like in the server that EDP texted me, Jidion...
I'm on watch now. We all are. I'm like worried.
Quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
Now, I won't blame Jidion for buying this. It's cut up weirdly in the documentary.
Wait, that clip was in the doc? I don't remember that.
In the full interview with
Jesus
Kayla, she was referring
Christ.
to how she met Jidion, not EDP, in relation to the failed interview.
I met Jidion way before the EDP situation happened. I met him when he had a contest on Guess Who's the Black Person, and I won that contest. I told him. And then after that, his manager...
Wait, what?
I must have missed that part when she was playing it before.
Yeah, I did too.
Guess the black person. That's like a show you'd go on. Guess the BBC.
Inside added me on Discord. And then, like, a while later, Jidion added EDP into his Discord, filled with kids, for a Q&A. And I thought that was messed up, but I think that's like
Why isn't this red bar going
another way
away?
EDP found me.
There we
because
go.
I was in the voice call that day. And I think he joined it, I'm not sure.
When EDP started hitting her up, Kayla quickly told Inside, Jidion's top Discord mod. He got her in contact with the man himself, and Doughboy was Jidion happy. Quickly
You
told
see them
Inside,
teeth?
Jidion's top...
God damn. He's got some chompers on him. He looks like...
Discord mod. He got her in contact with the man himself, and Doughboy was Jidion happy about this.
But the stream that we were supposed to do with EDP, when I was
Look
doing
at
that
you.
interview with him, that was the catalyst for all of this to start. If it wasn't for that stream, we would not have all this evidence. I'm sad to report. No, actually, I'm happy / sad to report, but he slid in an actual 15-year-old's DMs. Like, no joke. The girl
Sad to admit. Well, not really. But yeah, a little bit. But not really.
is legit 15 years old, and he slid in her DM. So that's why this situation is so much more delicate than everything else, right? So fast forward a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key put EDP on, chat. I'm sorry. I two-mans with EDP. If it wasn't...
What? Wait. What the fuck did you just say?
So much more delicate than everything else, right? So fast forward a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key put EDP on, chat. I'm sorry. I two-mans with EDP.
That's a kid you're talking about. Yo, man, we both got her. Two-mander? Am I like, what the fuck? And maybe
I'm confused. That can't be what he meant. But that's what he said, so I'm confused.
I low-key put EDP on. We two-mander.
If it wasn't for me trying to do the interview with him, he would have never found her Discord, and he would have
Oh, no, he means that.
never found her IG. So, chat, I'm going to jail with EDP. I had W Riz.
W Riz.
But nah, jokes aside.
Oh, he was being serious.
No, he was. He
I know.
two-man.
I mean, I know he says it was a joke, but that is what he meant, is what I'm saying.
You know why? It's because most people probably they don't even know what the fuck that means. But if you could take the two-man part out, him like, yeah, man, if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for me bringing a pedophile in here, he would have never raised up a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, he literally said I put him on.
W
Like, I
Riz,
put him on to a child.
WEDP. Ayo Cupcake, W Riz, WEDP. If this was anybody else that doesn't have a massive following, they'd be fucking in the ground for what he did. In the ground.
I'm not gonna lie. When I found out that he found her from my stream, this was like...
Bo Blacks didn't lied about having bipolar disorder. And his life was ruined. Out of here. That's it. All right, that was the main thing. Fuck the autistic shit. Kicked because he lied about BPD. Imagine if he did what he did.
Bro, made me hit the Ichigo scream.
He and his mod heard this girl was
I
getting
don't even know what that
something they were
means.
partially at fault for, and immediately saw dollar signs. It's something that would later disgust Kayla, who made a tweet claiming Jidion wanted this all along.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but I think I was mainly a victim. This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of Jidion, in a way. I feel like for a long time I was his like little puppet.
In what way were you his puppet?
I feel like I was his puppet.
Oh
because
yeah, right. Still right.
I was just like kind of doing the things he demanded me to do.
And after seeing what happened next, I actually find it hard to believe otherwise. I mean, after Inside found out, he urged Kayla to continue talking with EDP, hoping they could later bait him into a sting operation for some content. He openly said this on stream, and Jidion had no problems with it whatsoever.
Oh, by the way, that whole fake shit he was doing when he was talking to that dude, how I kept saying his name weird. I don't know what that was, a game he was playing, because in the whole Discord call, he was saying Jidion's name right. So he was definitely trying to make it sound like he wasn't as close to Jidion as he was by mistaking his name and saying it wrong like he was. Like, why we were calling him, like, why does he keep calling him that? Why does he keep saying it like that? So when I listened to the call that he put out and from the Discord, like the full call, he never said it like that. He never fucking said it. He said Jidion.
Instead of saying Jidion, he was saying like
Jidion.
Jidion.
Yeah. He never, he said, he was like, yeah, Jidion, me and Jidion, we were on a call. Yeah. So he was Jidion. Well, yeah, it was all a fucking play. He was fake.
So everybody doesn't think, I paid this girl. Can you tell them what happened?
Okay, so basically, Kayla messages me whenever he starts DMing her, and she's like, "Yo, EDP is DMing me," and so we got on a call, and I was like, first off, make sure you tell your parents, tell the police, all that kind of stuff, and then I was like, "Yo, I have a fire idea for a video. What if you just lead him on for a little bit, so that, and then I'll tell Jidion all about this, and then maybe Jidion."
He said it right there. He said it the correct way here. All the play. Jidion.
IRL interview with EDP because he ghosted us on the online one. So she literally just came up to me and she was like, "Yo, he's DMing me." And I'm pretty sure it's because he saw her in the chat or something and saw her Instagram was linked to her Discord account. But she showed me the chat logs and he messaged her first, so.
Chat, I found out about this last minute, bro. I just got there towards the tail end.
Yeah, great content strategy. Let this child get groomed by a predator, and hopefully you'll get a video out of it. It's like sticking a baby's head inside a pitbull's mouth and expecting nothing bad to happen. And what could have made this worse is that, according to Kayla, neither Jidion nor his associates told her to contact the police.
They weren't allowing me to go to the police.
Yourself, which Jidion seemed fine with for some reason. His only stipulation was that they not talk sexual, which did continue happening afterwards.
I told Jidion every single time that EDP would send me dick pics, but he would never tell me to like block him or anything.
I want you to block him on your phone, right? But we would tell her, if you're gonna keep on talking to him, don't talk sexual, and please don't send any explicit photos.
Jidion should not have let them continue talking, period. They already got EDP on multiple charges, and the only reason he let this proceed was so that they could set up a sting operation and film it for Skeeter Jean's channel. The plan was simple. EDP had already admitted to wanting to have sex with Kayla, and was seemingly down to meet up with her in San Diego, so they were going to get a decoy of her to lure him into an Airbnb, showing intent, and hopefully getting him arrested for more charges. For some reason, Jidion and Skeet wanted FaZe Rug to join the sting. Apparently the reason was because he lived in the same city as Kayla, and he might have some police connections or something. Could they not get any other creators to help? What's Rug gonna do? Turn EDP into a slop AI thumbnail? You couldn't afford FaZe Banks, Jidion?
FaZe Rug was involved, and they were gonna get a decoy that looked like me and do that. Then EDP was like, no, I don't want to drive that far out because he always thought it was a setup. Then he brought up the idea of like me going out to Vegas for my birthday, which I mean, I don't know who in the right mind would do that. I was gonna do that, and I was gonna take the flight and then meet him in the airport, and then they were gonna catch him there, like in the airport, but that didn't happen.
That is so fucking insane. That is so insane.
Obviously, he didn't want to be seen in public, and he just wanted to like pick me up outside of the airport.
Let me fly this minor out to Vegas to meet up with the predator that she's been this predator that's talking sexually to her.
I remember he said he was going to treat it like a, what's it called, like a cartel situation, and he was going to take my phone and like wipe out every single message that we had.
We're literally trafficking the minor. This is sick. All right, I'm gonna watch this. I'll report back to the gang. We probably won't watch this, but I will watch it, make notes, and I'll let y'all know if there's any juice in here.
Basically, it was just like trying to let me out to fuck him, and that didn't work. So then he just got caught at the center.
EDP was suspicious and didn't go through with meeting her, so instead, Jidion hired a private investigator to track down his whereabouts. His plan at this point was to just confront EDP at his dialysis center, alongside Skeet, getting him to admit to his crimes on camera to strengthen their case. He instead declined the comment, even calling the police himself to get them charged of harassment.
Get the fuck out of here. This is not a fucking joke, man. I'm just seldom at a loss for words. 2 years ago, you were caught kiss my ass in 4K trying to meet a 13-year-old, and I'm not talking to you. Really, this is bullshit, man. That's all pulling right now. Well, Brian, I just want to know, why do you think we're here? Fuck you, man. If you could guess, Brian, why do you think we're here? Could you answer me that, Bryant? Brian, Don't be like this, Brian. I just have a few questions. Oh, he called?
Yeah, he called. So
He's oh, Brian called.
Right. So he's just trying to be civil. He doesn't want to cause a big scene, right?
Oh, we're not going to cause a scene. We just want to ask him a few questions about this
No, I
chat
understand.
log.
Right? I understand. So
Wait, we can't share it. Oh, right.
This video did nothing to get EDP arrested, and instead comes across as a desperate way to make some cash. Jidion's cupcake costume is the best encapsulation of this. It would have been funny in any other context, but it's used here to disguise how badly this all went. But instead of blaming this on himself or Skeet, he's time and time again decided to place all the blame on Kayla, and insists he's done nothing wrong.
Everybody keeps on asking, why didn't EDP get arrested? Why didn't EDP get arrested? Why didn't EDP get arrested? And I always tell them I don't know, because he was talking to a real minor. He should have gotten arrested.
I don't know why he didn't get arrested. I've done everything correct, nothing wrong.
There's no way around it.
Philip
But
Max.
I do know why he didn't
As
get
Reap
arrested,
would say.
and I'll just say it wasn't my fault.
Well, you can't tell me, is it because of the documentary?
Is it, I think the documentary the documentary is gonna tell all.
Mike Klum's documentary did not
What a backfire for him.
exonerate Jidion like he thought it would. It instead makes him sound pathetic for using a 15-year-old victim as a shield for his reputation.
Pause, Reaper?
Few main reasons why Jidion thinks Kayla fucked up the case, and none make a lick of sense to me. For one, he thinks it was bad for her to make the evidence public and be interviewed by various small YouTubers.
So I had just got out of watching a Akash Singh comedy show, and I was leaving, and Skeeter texted me that Kayla did an hour-long interview with a YouTuber exposing how EDP was talking to her. Skeeter posted the footage because he was like, well, damn, since it's already out there, I'm gonna go on and post it. And I asked her, like, yo, why'd you go on and do it? And she said that, oh, they said that it wouldn't affect the case.
Oh no! This irresponsible teenager uploaded a video about this that barely anyone has seen. Oh fuck, she also got interviewed by a bunch of small streamers barely anyone has heard about. Guess we better drop our video that the entire internet will instantly see. Jidion claims he wanted all of this to come out after EDP got arrested, but it seems more likely that he and Skeet wanted all the glory for exposing him. I only came to this conclusion because back in 2023, Jidion didn't seem that upset by her doing this, saying she has the right to speak out because it's her story.
I just wish you would have told me before you drop all the chat logs on the YouTube channel, but you know what? It's all good though. It's your story.
Wait, they grilled her? Whoa, 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 whoa. Kayla's latest video? Yeah, okay, but where's the... All right, I'm gonna look for that. I didn't know they confronted her.
You can have the voice calls.
No, it's not even that. It just threw me like.
I mean, I
just
told
thought
you
we were gonna wait, because I was planning on waiting until the trial, but it's all good.
I got confused. I got confused because I told you I was gonna make a video, right? And then you said I should make one after like I pressed the charges, which I did.
Well, I meant like after everything happened. That's what I really meant.
I don't know. Confusion.
It's all good though.
Now, did Kayla speak out under the best intentions? Probably not. She's a self-admitted opportunist.
Mr.
Who definitely wanted attention off this.
Wait, what the fuck? MG. Mr. Gamer made it to the... Oh, I'm gonna screenshot it just for him and send it to him. Be like, congratulations, you're famous now,
Did
brother.
Kayla speak out under the best intentions? Probably not. She's a
That's so funny.
self-admitted opportunist who definitely wanted attention off this.
Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're not harming anybody. And I don't think I was harming
Rob, if
anybody.
you don't
And especially when you're my
kill
age,
the
if you're
game
16,
with this one.
people are gonna think that you're young and dumb. So you kind of have to be an opportunist. You have to make your own opportunities.
At
You cannot
first,
be
I thought
waiting
you were
for them.
yelling to him in the chat,
this-
and I was like, "Oh wait, he's on the screen."
Entire situation was not that at all.
I don't entirely trust Kayla.
Oh, that's good because I want to know where that I want to know where that interview is. So I'm gonna ask him. Like, hey, brother.
Slack because she was a
I
child
see
during
that
all
you're
of
in the
this,
video
and was surrounded
here.
by some equally irresponsible people.
I assumed
like,
you
yes,
covered
she was
this
clearly
when
eager
I
to help
was
Jidion at
gone.
the time, and was strangely down to act as the decoy herself.
I did while you were gone. I did were you here? You were here for the inside thing, right? With that Quintio or whatever his name is. Quintio. And I did the Kayla full video. Were you here for that one? I guess that might be the only thing you weren't here for.
Yeah,
I think we did the full.
but I already seen it, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen
But it
these
would have always been
interviews
Jidion's responsibility to shut that
until
shit down.
right now.
have
I
contact
didn't
with
even
her.
know she
in
did
fact,
anything.
He shouldn't have involved her in the first place, and should have just reported this to the police immediately. He and Skeet also did this for clout.
See, I didn't think we were asking her to be on shows. Right? I didn't think that because I had full and well could have asked her in any of the amount she was messaging me or what that she was liking this shit. I could have been, hey, would you like to come on and talk about it? But I didn't think that we were talking to her. I thought we were leaving her alone. Like
I mean,
enough has
she's an
happened.
adult, and she said she likes the attention, so.
Yeah, but I just thought out of respect, we were just gonna leave Kayla alone. But now since she's just out here just running rampant.
I mean, she did a whole documentary about it. So.
Yeah, but that's them. I'm done.
Honest about it.
I think there possibly maybe could have been different results.
I was leaving her be.
In this case, if
I was letting her live.
me and Jidion did not confront EDP or take the situation into our hands at all. That's a hard maybe, though. And, you know, that way, obviously, there's no content there, so it's like, eh.
If another YouTuber is going to make clout off of my situation, so am I, TF. So that's just to show that this was 100% her saying it. And the crazy thing is this isn't about a clout situation because it's really a tragic one. This man was talking to who he knew to be a 15-year-old girl, and he continued having sexual conversation, which is absolutely horrible, and EDP should be thrown under the jail cell. And in my first call with her, after I checked up on her to make sure that she was okay, I even let her know that I wanted her to be a ghost in this entire situation. And don't worry about your privacy and everything, Kayla. You're gonna be a ghost in all of this.
Jidion, did you want her to be a ghost in the situation for her sake or yours? I trust Jidion even less than Kayla. The guy has clear incentive to save his already established
I
reputation.
don't believe the ghost shit. We don't know when it was said at all. This could have been, yeah, I want you to, this could be at the tail end of the meeting. Like, I want you to be a ghost. I want you to just be out of this by then. Like, we're going to take it from there. I don't want you anything around. We don't know the context of that. You just clip in, you're saying the word ghost, and I'm just supposed to know what you mean.
This might also explain why he now
don't
claims Kayla
trust you.
lied about messaging EDP first. This originated from Inside, who asserts that Kayla
What are you laughing about?
His shirt. I was gonna say, where's a shirt like that?
Kayla showed her friends screenshots of her initially reaching out to EDP, later deleting the first message, so it seems like she approached him first.
I don't know if you know this thing called Discovery, Kayla, but the Discovery would have to show, and they would have to subpoena Instagram to get those original messages from that account that EDP had. And it would show for a fact that you messaged him first, even though you deleted it.
Neither have provided evidence for this, which makes me really suspicious. It would be
professional raw dogger.
Yeah. This motherfucker probably hasn't even had sex in his
easy
life.
to prove.
So he got money.
But I think the reason why Jidion is spreading this claim now is to get some of the hate off his back. It makes it so that people can't blame Jidion for EDP finding Kayla's account, instead pushing that responsibility onto her, the child in the situation. The YouTuber Plubius would end up asking Inside about this comment, and he avoided answering, though they did end up discussing the police
Plubert?
reports, something Jidion claims Kayla has
Shout
lied
out
about.
Plubert.
She filed them
Plubert W?
following the failed sting, but he believes otherwise.
Long story short, there was never a police report filed.
I don't subscribe to that hashtag Reaper. Always kiss the homies is fucked.
You know why?
Wow. Tell me.
Because somebody didn't file a police report.
Plube
And
gang,
then someone
fact.
made a fake police report and sent it to me and sent it to the
No. Pubert? No. Plubert.
documentary guy.
He even claims the case number she sent him was fake, attempting to prove so following his debate with Bloodspeth.
She gave me a case number and everything. Let me. Wait, okay, okay. I got scared for a second. I was like, yo, is this? Hold on, let me try calling this number.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel
She gave me a fake number.
Kayla would come forward last week to show
Call the case number? Wait, what?
Okay, okay. I got scared for a second. I was like, yo, is this? Hold on, let me try calling this.
He even claims the case number she sent him was fake, attempting to prove so following his debate with Bloodspeth.
She gave me a case number and everything. Let me. Wait, okay. I got scared for a second. I was like, yo, is this? Hold on, let me try calling this number.
She gave me a fake case number. Let me try to call this number.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel
She gave me a fake number.
Kayla would come forward last week to show her text messages with Jidion, proving this is all a lie. He himself admits to getting in contact with the FBI using her case number, and even corrects himself when she calls him out on his recent lies.
Like, what are we talking about here?
He only owned up to this within the past week, but it's a claim he's been spreading for quite some time. It's fucking embarrassing. According to Kayla, the FBI is still investigating EDP, so hopefully his admission of guilt in
I wish
Mike Plum's
Rob got
documentary-
into the fact that he tried to totally coax her into a conversation just to save his own ass and ambush her for his video by saying that she would give him an update from the detective of a case she was wondering what's going on with that affects her. And when he got her out of the video, or got her onto the FaceTime, all he did was confront her and ambush her about questions that he's going to clip in to make him feel better. And then when she ran off and said, I don't want to be a part of your video at all, he decides to call back again, lying, saying, okay, I'll tell you the information this time. All right, swear to God, trust me. I will definitely tell you everything about the feds. Trust me, you're going to want to hear it. You just got to call me back. And she was smart enough.
She gets him arrested. The thought of this disgusting creature rotting in jail is so satisfying. No thanks to Jidion or any of his opportunistic friends. These guys are such a laughingstock that even Chris Hansen was umpooning them. The modern day Chris Hansen that badly fumbled the Onision case.
What's your opinion on Skeeter Gene?
I don't know Skeeter Gene. He reached out to me some time ago to collaborate, and it's not something I would ever do.
Why not?
Because I don't need to. I mean, I don't need to create a clown show.
Oh yeah, I saw the whole EDP. What? I saw the Mike Klum Hansen interview. I'm not gonna talk about it. Not much happened. Chris Hansen was just asking him questions. Some he already knows because he was in the doc. He ain't really say much. I was hoping that he was gonna be like, yeah. So how did you think about what's going on with Jidion? And he wasn't doing it. It just wasn't. It wasn't shit there too.
With somebody who is
they put the whole thing out.
Get fame and clicks and views on YouTube. I have my own team, my own way of doing things, and it produces justice. The rest of these clowns, they're out there goofing around.
I bet this is soul crushing for.
And then I was waiting for Mike Klum said he was gonna drop the Boogie EDP, but then his second channel got clipped. So I don't know what's going on with that now.
Skeet, who's probably getting ready for a syndrome arc and eliminate.
And there's a full and yes. But we will watch the Chris Hansen EDP interview because apparently Chris Hansen's dropping the full interview that the sit down he had with EDP on his channel. So when that does drop, we will take a look at that.
All the other predator catchers.
I only wanted to help. And what did you say to me?
Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
So yeah, fuck Alex Rosen, fuck Skeet, and fuck Jidion. I don't care how many predators you guys have actually catched. Y'all are complete retards, and should let more competent people do your jobs for you.
Fuck all y'all.